Hey, what's going on, everybody? Akeem here, and in today's Entertainment Fix, we're breaking down the top 3 entertaining moments of 2024. Now, what's number 1? Well, just watch to find out. Let's drop it. Comic-Con 2024 was full of surprises, and Robert Downey Jr. returning as Dr. Doom was the largest surprise of them all. Famous for being Tony Stark and Iron Man in the MCU, it was a major shock seeing that reveal in Hall H. And in an exclusive coming out of New York Comic-Con 2024 from Collider, the media outlet reported that Avengers Doomsday will officially begin filming in the spring of 2025, so next year. Now, the film will mark the return of actor Robert Downey Jr. to the MCU as Victor Von Doom, and will also feature the Fantastic Four. So we'll be seeing Reed Richards, Sue, and Johnny Storm, as well as the Thing in next year's The Fantastic Four First Steps movie. Given the fact that Robert Downey Jr. is returning as Victor Von Doom, we'll likely see him appear in next year's Fantastic Four movie in some capacity. In other news, speaking of Dr. Doom, that kind of looks like Dr. Doom right there. Now, you might remember earlier this year, there was a weird Wonka chocolate experience pop-up that took place in Glasgow over that particular weekend, which apparently left a lot of children traumatized. The event was hosted by a company named House of Illuminati, which honestly should have been the first sign that things were not gonna look good, and had a $45 ticket price tag. Now, what was advertised as a wondrous and enchanting experience full of surprises was nothing more than a single bouncy house, a rainbow arch, cafeteria tables, and jelly beans scattered throughout an abandoned warehouse. That's right, abandoned warehouse, guys. Yes. Now, here's one of the videos a user shared on Twitter of a character known as the Unknown, who apparently lives in the walls making chocolate. I don't know how he's finding chocolate in them walls, where the chocolate is coming from. It's weird. Not sure if I remember reading about this character either, but hey. Now, here's another image posted to Twitter of an Oompa Loompa making something I'm sure would give both the Salamancas and Walter White a run for their money. You know, oh my goodness, this is so crazy that this actually happened. And to provide a bit more context on how horrible this experience was, here's one of the actors who portrayed Willy Wonka in this disastrous display. This man looks nothing like Willy Wonka, by the way. Now, according to the BBC, the whole thing was so bad, people called the cops and demanded refunds. Yeah, I hope they got their money back, because the entire thing was a waste of money with little effort put into recreating the imaginative world within the pages of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It might have been a low light for those in attendance, but hey, it was a highlight for us in 2024. And finally, this one's for all the dogs out there. The whole Drake and Kendrick beef took the internet by storm after the release of Like That by Metro Boomin, where Kendrick wasn't mincing words when going after the Canadian rapper. Now, Kendrick's words on that song were in direct response to a 2023 song Drake did with J. Cole called First Person Shooter. Then Drake dissed K-Dot on push-ups and tailor-made freestyle. Then Kendrick came back with Euphoria and 616 in LA. Drake dropped Family Matters. Then almost an hour later, Kendrick had One in the Chamber and released Meet the Grams. And then completely bodied Drake with the West Coast anthem Not Like Us. Now, Drake did have a response for K-Dot, but it was less of a diss track and more of a denial track, responding to accusations Kendrick made in his previous songs. Now, this whole thing culminated in Kendrick having a pop-up here in LA and getting the coveted halftime performance slot for 2025 Super Bowl. Drake, or as I guess he likes to call himself, Anita Max Wynn, subsequently announced an Australia tour and cut his braids off, thus ending the For All the Dogs era of Drake. It's like, why would you cut your hair, man? I mean, like, look at Goku. His hair gives him strength when he grows it out. You just cut yours? That means you just went to Super Saiyan 1, or you're not even a Super Saiyan anymore. You're almost this close to going Ultra Instinct, Drake. Sorry, just had to get a Dragon Ball reference in there. Anyways, watching this whole thing play out was really epic. Watching folks like DJ Academics or Kai Cenat break it all down provided hours of entertainment. Not sure if we'll see anything like this in 2025, but who knows? All right, and that about does it for your fix of entertainment news for 2024. I'll see you in 2025. And until then, check out all the content on IGN.com. And until 2025, Happy New Year.